Welcome back to the Catnip Podcast. My name is Grace and today is Monday, June 5th. This is a podcast about knitting books, baking, and cats, but most importantly knitting because that is what I love to do all day, every day. I have various social medias that you can follow me on. I have Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and Ravelry. I'm most active on Instagram, so please go follow me over on there if you would like. I also have show notes, so links to things that I will be talking about, if I remember everything, will be on my blog, which you can find down below if you're on YouTube, or if you're on my blog already, everything is already there. I also work at a yarn store. It's called Pearly Girls. It is located in Spring, Texas, and very sadly we are closing at the end of June. So currently there are lots of clearance sales going on our online store and in person. So if you are in need of anything, things are very low at the moment, which is both happy and sad. So if you are in need of something, I highly recommend checking out our website. You can get something maybe that you've been looking for or not, and it's a spontaneous purchase for a very good deal. I am also a knitting pattern tech editor. So if you are in need of someone, or if you know someone who is in need of someone who is in need of a tech editor, I said that very strangely, but that's okay. It's real life, you know. I would love to chat with you or your friend. I have all my information underneath the Graceful Edits tab on my blog if you'd like to check all that information out there, or if you'd like to send me a message on Instagram. I would love to start a conversation. And I love to work with you. So that is all that. We have things to share. It is very warm and toasty. I have an iced coffee. That's nice. So yeah, we are just gonna hop right into things because I have things that I need to do today and I can't dilly-dally, unfortunately. Getting real-time notifications on my watch. Anyway, if you would like to grab something tasty to drink, something to snack upon, something to craft upon, animal to snuggle, a laundry to fold, whatever you may be doing, I hope it is either bringing you rest and or joy, or I'm helping you get through something that is not as pleasant to do, which I will be doing with some of my favorite YouTubers and podcasts while I fold miles and piles and mountains of laundry later. Not right now. That is a later task and we will cross that bridge when we get there. Anyway, if you like to do all of those things, none of those things, whatever brings you joy, and you come back and join me for some crafty chat. I have not one, but two finished objects, which I'm very excited to share with you all. If you follow me on Instagram, you would have seen pictures that I have posted of one of them. The other one is a test knit, and I'm very excited to have it done. I actually wore it this past weekend. It was absolutely delightful. I only got a little sweaty. And by a little, I do mean a lot, but not as much as I was expecting, so we'll take that as a small win. Anyway, my first finished object is my pink velvet sweater by Andrea Mowry, and here it is in all of its amazing glory. I'm so happy with how this has turned out. I cannot even. My yarns, my main color is Suburban Stitcher, her sock yarn, in the Frost colorway. I know last time there are many versions of that name. It is Frost. Not Frosty, not Frozen, but Frost. And I did remember that. Also, I do apologize. Sam has calls and meetings. I've closed the office door, so hopefully that helps, but if you hear voices in the background, I do apologize, but I wanted to be out here because it's been a while since I've been in front of my yarn, and I just really like it as a background, so apologies if you can hear voices. that are not mine. So Suburban Stitcher Frost, and then the Surrey that I used was very kindly dyed by a friend of mine, Andrea. She did an amazing job with this Surrey, and I also added some color work to the cuffs, and I did 0 shaping in the sleeve. It calls for shaping to kind of taper it down your arm. I did not do that. I just knit plain, did my color work, and then I did a somewhat rapid decrease. I think I knit 4 stitches and I knit 2 together all the way around. And I am so happy with how it turned out. Last time I had discussed maybe doing like a balloon sleeve. That was my thought process in doing this rapid decrease, but it didn't end up being as balloony as I had in my mind, which is much better. I think if it had been much more poofy, I wouldn't have liked it as much. So it turned out perfectly, better than I could have expected. What's also very fun is that Andrea, my friend who dyed this yarn, the Surrey, and another friend, Debbie, they have also made pink velvets as well, and theirs are done now. So hopefully we can get together soon and take pictures with our finished objects together. And hopefully not get too overheated. It'll be a very short period of time that we wear these purely for pictures, and then we change into something else because these are too warm. I did wear this last Tuesday. I did get it done, which was super exciting. I was very proud of myself. I powered through. I did wear it on Tuesday when I was at work, and I wasn't too overheated, but I did get very warm. And I think it was just because of the Surrey. So I love it. I am so excited to be able to wear this once it gets cooler, and when I go and visit my parents and going cooler places and stuff like that. So Pink Velvet by Andrea Mowry, a non-test knit sweater, which is always exciting. You know, I've had quite a few of those recently, which I'm very proud of myself for doing not as many test knits this year, or right now anyway. Currently, I say that. I'm doing a better job. I say that as I get ready to show you a finished object that is a test knit. This is the Let's Picnic Tee by Hannah of Sand Made Knits. I am so excited with how this turned out. It is just so cute, so adorable. I'm thinking of all the various color combinations that you could do. I cannot even. It flew off my needles. This is a very fun like slip stitch pattern. It does kind of look like color work. It's actually not, but it's a super fun way to play with your stash and put together colors. I'm showing you the back. I do apologize, the front is just the same. There are short rows in the back. I did shorten the body by a little bit, just because when I tried it on, I think it had to do with my row gauge, but it doesn't really matter. We were going for a measurement and not my rows. So it all worked out totally fine. I was super happy with how it turned out lengthwise. It definitely opened up and grew a little bit when I blocked it. I was happy both ways, with the fit before it was blocked and with the fit after it was blocked. They're two kind of similar but kind of not at the same time fits, so yeah. I made the size 3. I'm trying to remember if I said what size I made of the pink velvet. I don't remember. I either made size 3 or size 4. There you go. I love It's short sleeved. Obviously you could lengthen the sleeve if you wanted to. It'd be super easy. You just have to adjust your yardage. I used Barocco Ultra Wool DK for my main color, and I believe it's like stone washed or something is the name. And then for my scraps, here I have Suburban Stitcher, Hedgehog, Heathered Handmaids, Hedgehog, Dream in Color, Heathered Handmaids, and Madeline Tosh. So I had fun stash diving and pulling out fun colors. I thought this would be kind of like a fun summer to fall color palette, kind of, maybe. I don't know. Wear whatever you want, whatever makes you happy. That's my mentality. But you can use as many or as few colors. You just stripe them in. I do believe, I think I did the calculations and it was roughly 22 yards per color for the size 3. So hardly uses anything at all. You could easily use like a mini skein set if you had. That would be super fun. Like an advent. Because let's see, how many stripes would that be in total? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So I've got 16 stripes on the body. And then I've got one extra, 17, 18. Depending on if you wanted to match your sleeves or not, you could do that. Things to think about, because that is going to be here before we know it, you know? This pattern's not out yet. It will be out sometime in July. Again, this is the Let's Picnic Tee by Hannah of Sandmade Knits. She's got so many cute patterns, and I have many of them in my queue, just waiting for yarn and the right time. So I'm excited to see what of her patterns hop on my needles next. But I don't know when that will be or what that will be, but that's okay. Fun things to think about, you know. Definitely. I take these little breaks where I am pausing in between segments or whatever, things I'm talking about, and I look at my phone and I always get really distracted and waste time when I should be recording. I know it, I'm not the only one. I know so many people do that. Specifically when they're recording their podcast. No, just in general. It is very warm. So those are my 2 finished objects. Feeling really good about those. I had said last time that I wanted to get those 2 things done, and also wanted to get my Dingley Doll done. That didn't happen, but I did get 2 done. So I'm feeling really good about that. So much so that I really need to cast something on, and I've had some new cast-ons since we've last chatted, so there's also that. We're gonna get into it, but I do feel like I need some cast-ons, so we're gonna talk about yarn possibilities and future projects. Future summer projects, I should say. But in the meantime, in my autumnal pumpkin spice bag from Rose and Seams, let me show you my Dingley Doll. I did make good progress on this. I did get I was already divided or connected for the body, so there's that. But I did. This doesn't look like much. I'm aware how deep the V is. I'm thinking. I am aware. I think it's going to be different when I have it on, honestly, because I think the shoulders, like the neckline, goes out pretty wide, which then brings the V up. So, and also there will be ribbing, like an edging, so there's also that, but I need to try it on. Anyway, this is my Dingley Doll, which is a short sleeve V-neck sweater by Isabel Kramer, who we all love and adore here at the Cat Knit Podcast. I've knit from there down there, I have like a little hangnail thing that keeps catching the yarn. I'm gonna very gently remove it. Okay. I'm loving this. This is super fun, super simple. I am really excited. I would like to get this done by the next time we meet and chat. I need to double check and see how long the body needs to be. I also need to try it on. And yeah, because it's short sleeve and it's got the v-neck, because I also want to make sure that I have enough yarn. I have one skein of each, which is what the yardage called for, but I feel like recently there's been for some reason, me running out of yarn more than normal, and so I just want to make sure that that is a thing. I know what I could do is I could put the body on hold technically, and do the sleeves and the neckline and then continue on with the body. That would be the smart thing to do, but I do think I should try it on first, so I may do that this evening actually, just to make sure it's all going well. I'm so happy with it. I think the construction is fascinating. It's super fun. I'm very happy with my yarn choice and color choice. I'm using the Fiber Company Meadow in the colorways Aster and Pennyroyal, which if I mixed those two up last week, and I do believe the Pennyroyal is the green, and I almost made the exact same mistake I did last time. But the yarn is literally on these, and that's what would tell me. The blue purple is Aster, the green is Pennyroyal. I don't know why I look at these and I'm like, I'm just gonna try and guess which one, when they're literally the yarn is on the ball bands. Whatever. Clearly I'm not paying attention. I think I know things and I don't actually know things. But anyway, I am so happy with how this is turning out. I got the yarn from Maker and Stitch when we were visiting my parents last time in end of April, middle of April, sometime in April. And this has just been truly delightful. I would highly recommend it. It's definitely got more advanced construction, I would say, so I wouldn't say it's like the best like beginning sweater. If you've got like a decent amount of reading pattern experience, it should be fine. I find that with a lot of Isabel Kramer's patterns is that if you just follow what it says, it will guide you along and you will end up with a beautiful sweater. If you mark where you are, pay attention to where you are, you read your pattern correctly, you will be golden. So, summery sweater living in my autumnal bag because, like I said, it is warm. And I think there are storms coming. They keep saying that there are storms coming. They've said that for the past 3 days. Have we had any storms? One big one that I actually slept through, so it doesn't count. I did not witness it. That's not true. It does count, but I unfortunately did miss the action. I see clouds. I see wind. I see the wind in the trees, I should say. I don't actually see the wind. Oh goodness. Let's just move on. Okay, we've done our weather report. Another, I don't think the other two I'd cast on. I know one of them I haven't cast on, so we're going to go with this other one that I have shown you all. And I'm so happy with it, everyone. Oh my goodness. I'm doing this as a knit along with some other friends and ladies who hang out at the yarn shop. Which makes this even more special. It's very fun to be able to do this together. So I'm very grateful for that. We are making the Pressed Flowers cardigan by Amy Christophers. Wow, can we even with this? Like, I am so over the moon with how this is turning out. I will say though, sometimes I kind of waffle between if my colors are too bright. I don't want to get lipstick on this. I just wiped it across my mouth. Well, it's on the wrong side. That's okay. I waffle between it being too bright and loving it so much. So, but I know I like, it's just so fun and different. And maybe it's just because in my mind I'm thinking of like the spin cycle versions, which are gorgeous, but this is not spin cycle, this is Noro, and I love this. This is all I have left of the first little ball of whatever base this is. And I haven't actually had any knots, which is really cool. So this is like the true color progression, which is nice. I keep whacking my mouth and getting my lipstick everywhere. It's the worst. First world problems. Lipstick problems. So this is a bottom-up mosaic cardigan. There is a pullover version, a hat version, and a shawl version. The cardigan and the hat are fingering weight or sport weight, whereas the pullover and the shawl are DK weight. I am loving this so much. It knits up so quickly, and I think it's the combination of the mosaic knitting and the Noro. I am almost to dividing for the fronts and the back, which I think is astonishing. So we'll see. I also need to be careful about my yardage, so it may be a little bit more cropped, which is fine. I had no preconceived notions of the length of this sweater, so I'm not too worried about it, but I do need to be careful. But that being said, this is a Barocco Remix Light in the birch colorway. I could get this anywhere, I'm positive, so if I needed more I could. And I feel like this, even if there were drastic dye-lots, I feel like it wouldn't be too drastic. So, but I'd really like to not do that. I have a bag of Noro bits and pieces in a bag that I have over there where I normally sit on the couch that kind of are in this same color palette family, so I'm actually going to mix Noro bases and colors together. I didn't have, I think I needed 800 yards. I didn't have 800 yards of one color, so that was just my, oh, I see a knot right there. That was my remedy for that, and I'm not complaining. I'm having grand old time, and I am loving knitting with the Remix Light. I test knit the Willa tee for This Bird Knits several years ago, 2 years ago, out of Remix Light, and I loved it so much. I still love it. Super lightweight. It's really great for our weather here, and I think adding the Noro to it, which is like a combination of bases, so there is cotton, there's silk, there's wool, there's probably some mohair in there. It'll be nice and kind of like halfway of being very light and drapey, which it is, and also providing more warmth. So not a summer sweater by any means, but it'll be delightfully lovely for sure. Pressed Flowers cardigan by Amy Christophers. Love it. We'll see how far I get next time. By the next time we chat, I'm actually going to move my progress keeper. I did get quite a bit done. I got almost a full flower. I did get a full flower because I was right here last time we chatted. Look at me go. So I think I'm about 3 inches short of where I need to divide for the front and the back. So I am looking forward to that. And I think that's going to be a good length. I know this doesn't look like much. It's like that. There's no way that that is the body of a cardigan. It is, but it is also 3 inches short. Too short. So there's that. I know what I'm doing. I know what I'm doing. We will make it work. And I love working on it with other ladies that are also doing it. And it's wonderful. And I can't wait to see theirs. So, if you are also working on a Pressed Flowers cardigan, if you are one of those ladies, hello. I'm very excited about this. I really want to make the hat now. Kind of want to make the pullover as well. We'll see how I feel after I make this cardigan though, because there's a good chance that by the time I'm done with everything, especially the sleeves, I may be very fed up with this mosaic knitting, but right now I am loving it. It is giving me life. It is so much fun. It's a good mind distraction. It's enough to keep me interested and like not be boring, but not too much to be like I can't pay attention to what's going on around me or whatever we may be watching. So would recommend. It's very fun. Very fun. Okay, so we've got 2 more current projects left to chat about, and then we will have all the yarn future projects to discuss. This is in my new bag that I got from Elena of Rows and Seams. I love her bags. She has a new campfire set collab with some people, and you can get the bag by itself. But the whole collab is so cute. And the bag is just like, I just got this one, and now I want the other one too. But I love this one so much. It is kind of autumnal. I would say it could go either way. It makes me very happy. If you were unfamiliar with Elena's bags, I would highly recommend you check them out. Of course, they will be linked in the show notes. They've got a really nice handle. The drawstring is super, super sturdy. The bag, it's flat, so it stands up, which is really nice. And then it's very well lined on the inside, and actually also has a little carabiner on the inside, so they're my new favorite bag. And I have several of them, and one of them is my like holiday advent project bag. And I actually don't know where it is right now. Oh, it's tucked away in the bag area. Cabinet, I should say. So it's put away, but it's one of my favorites too. This is a test knit. This is currently my only test knit on my needles right now, which is amazing. I told you all last time that I had gotten to test knit the DK weight version of Toriu's Brooklyn Raglan sweater last year, and it was one of my most favorite sweaters of the year. I love that thing. I wore it so much. I can't say that I wear it so much right now because, like I said, it's hot. But it's a solid favorite. I would make so many more. And she's releasing a fingering weight version. So when I saw the test call, I was like, I need that. So I'm doing that. And I am so excited. I am just like 10 rows shy of dividing for the sleeves. I tried so hard to get this to be divided for the sleeves to show you all. It didn't happen. I tried, but that's okay. It doesn't really matter. You still know what it is. So on the sleeves, we have this beautiful broken rib texture, which is very easy to do. Very easy to factor in your increases. She has it all figured out math-wise, and it's just amazing. There are short rows in the back that kind of scoop around to the front of the neck, which is really nice. Again, like I said, I love my DK weight version, and I'm just so excited to be having a fingering weight version. I love this color. I love how it's knitting up. Can we even with the lip color I have on? Planning outfits already for sweaters that we can't wear right now because did I say that it's hot? It is hot. And it's gonna get hotter. Anyway. I'm using Barocco Lannis Light, which is a favorite yarn of mine. I've knit a couple of sweaters out of this, and it's my favorite. It walks and wears so well. This is like a really nice lilac-y color, and as we learned last time, this is a phlox color, Phlox, which is a type of flower that comes in many different colors. But this is the color that we're talking about right now. Oh my goodness. Phlox. So, I love this. I am so excited. It's knitting up so well. I'm also enjoying using my Brick House Fiber Arts, I think. They're needles. I got these at DFW. They are actually little hexagons, which is really fun. And they swivel. The tip is so nice and pointy. I love them so much. The only thing that and this is a me personally thing, because of the sharpness of the tip and the shape of the needles, my gauge changes. So they're technically a size 6, but I do think that this is like more of a size 5, size 4 gauge for me with fingering weight, which is totally fine. Like I said, I love knitting with these. And it is making knitting the sweater even more of a pleasurable experience. It was already going to be fun, and then I pulled out these needles, so I'm loving this. Loving this. I did have a progress keeper to show you where I was, but I'm using it right now to mark how many more increases I have. So it's doing something else. I'm not gonna move it, otherwise I will lose my place. But I am loving it so much. It's top down raglan. Probably could be able to see that. There's no texture on the body. It is purely on the sleeve. There is a high-low scoop hem on the front and the back. I'm so excited. Ooh, I'm so excited. Like, I need so many of these bags and sweaters. Yeah. Things to think about for the future, but right now, just doing the fingering weight version. It's a pullover, again by Tori Yu, who also has so many cute patterns. She just had the Uptown tee come out, which I actually tech edited for her, which is very cool and exciting, but it's more of a summery tee. So if you're looking for one and you don't know what to pick, would recommend that as an option. You can think about as an option. So the Uptown Tea by Tori Yu. I also want to make one of those in my spare time. Next up is a very fun project. This is not a test knit. This is a knit along that I'm doing with Maker and Stitch, which is my mom's local yarn shop if you are unfamiliar, or if you are new to the podcast. My mom lives in, or my parents live in Colorado, and there are many wonderful yarn shops in Colorado, but specifically I am very partial to Maker and Stitch, which is in Edwards. They are wonderful. I love them dearly. I consider them my not local yarn shop. They're very sweet. And I've participated in several knit-alongs with them. One successfully. One that I finished. And this summer one is gonna be amazing. Because last year for one of their summer knit-alongs we did the Sand Shore cardigan by Alicia Plummer, and I used the Juniper Moon's Cumulus yarn, and oh my goodness, that was so nice. It was like that bright lobster color, and it was just so amazing. I need to pull that cardigan out. It's so nice. I love that yarn. I need to make more with that yarn, and they've got a lot of it. So you should check it out. Anyway, I talked about this last time. I hadn't caked up my yarn and I hadn't cast it on, but we are doing the Marley Tea by Julie Hoover. I don't know if you'll be able to see that very well, but it's just a basic boxy tee with kind of a round neck. It's on the flowier side, and I've got all my numbers circled, which is good practice to do. If you don't circle your numbers for your size, I would highly recommend you doing it. And I am changing up this pattern. We're going out on a limb here, and not really a limb. I'm altering this pattern. It's knit in pieces. It's knit in with a front and a back, and you do various cast-on things for the sleeves, and then you do other things, and then there's seaming involved. And because this is a very simple shape of pattern, I thought that I would just do my own thing, take the numbers, combine everything. So I am knitting in the round. Will not be seaming. If anything, maybe the shoulder seams, but I plan on doing a 3-needle bind on. That's my plan. I may seam in, I honestly don't know. And I'm so happy with how this is turning out. This is just so gorgeous. This is Kelbourne Woolen's Cricket, which is, you would think that this is kind of like a cottony yarn based off of just like the make of it. It's very like thick and thin, kind of. You would think that it had linen in it. It's not. It's actually 100% wool, merino wool, and it's 450 yards. I love it. This is the color Viridian. It's the color Viridian. I thought I would miss the laundry. So sorry. I lost my train of thought, and now there's meetings going on in the background. Oh my goodness. So yes, this is just knitting around and around and around and around until I reach the length of the body that I want. And then I'm gonna do some fiddle-faddling with the pattern. I have the sides divided so I know where to like stop and divide for the fronts and the back, which is my plan, and I'm very excited to not have to seam it. I think my mom is knitting it in pieces and seaming. I don't remember. Hers is going to be beautiful. I'm like very excited about her color choice than yarn choice. But anyway, I'm so excited about knitting this. It's just such a fun texture. It's very similar to Noro in the thick and thin way, and it feels very woolly while being lightweight at the same time. So I don't know. I think it's gonna have a beautiful drape, and I'm very excited to be trying my hand at I'm getting so many text messages. I was just confirmed for another test knit. Oh goodness. It'll be fine. We're gonna pull yarn for that later. Anyway, this is just knitting around, like I said, until I reach the length of the body that I want. So it is like mindless. And I set that timer. I get those 30 minutes in. We rotate. It's great. This is my old fringe field bag, which I love. And yeah, I'm just very excited. It's definitely, I would say that it's an adventure. It's not really an adventure. Like, I know what I'm doing and I know that it'll be okay. But I'm excited to not just follow the pattern. I'm excited to do my own thing. So that is very exciting. Coming up, I have a test knit. I don't remember which one that was because I'd actually just put my name in for 2, and this is the one that, and I haven't heard back about the other one because I don't think it starts for a while. My pink velvet friends that we just finished our pink velvet, we are getting ready to start another knit along in the coming weeks. Sorry, I keep rearranging because my foot is falling asleep. Tells you how long I've been sitting here. And I'm so excited. I wanted to knit this pattern for such a long time. It is the Petal Party Crop by Samantha Guerin. And I have 2 color options, and I don't know which one to pick, and I think both would be absolutely beautiful, totally different vibes, and I don't know which one to pick. And I'm gonna ask lots of people's opinions because I don't like making decisions, and I honestly would be happy with either one of them. I say that, and then people are gonna say which one they think, and it's gonna end up being the one that I don't want, and then I realize that I actually do have one that I want to do. But by that point, I don't want to offend people that I'm not picking the one that they wanted, and it's a whole ordeal. So then you're probably wondering, why don't you just make the decision yourself? Good question. Good question. So I've got 2 yarn choices that I was given in a D-stash, actually, both of these yarns, which is just, I am so excited about these yarns. One of these I've never knit with, and it's definitely up with the really nice yarns that like I haven't felt or touched before, but I've only heard about them. And that would be these, which is from Primrose Yarn Company. This is the Skateboard and Snow Cones colorway on the Adelaide base. And one has a ball band, one does not, but they are the same color. So you can see we've got beautiful speckles in there. We got some blue, we got some pink, orange, bright purple. We've got some cat hair on it. I love this. I love this. The Petal Party Crop, I should also say, takes not a ton of yarn, which is really nice. It is a, don't know if it's bottom up or top down, but it's a little cropped top, as you can imagine, pedal party crop. And it's got lace panels up along the side, and then I do believe it's got a little fun texture underneath the arms as well. And I think the lace is on the front and the back as well. So this would be so much fun, but hold on, totally different vibe. What do we think about this? Which is Hue Loco's single sock in the Unicorn Hideout colorway, which is all gray with bits of blue, and then we have this fun stuff. Like, what? Totally different vibe. Which do we pick? I don't know. What do we think? Do we go pinky, orangey, yellowy, golden vibes? Skateboards and snow cones, summery vibes? Do we go cool unicorn hideout vibes? Whatever that means. Either way, these are being used in something. It's just whether or not this is the project. Most of the pedal party crops that I've seen that really catch my eye are usually in like pink vibes, pink colorways, pink color families with oranges and like pretty variegated, pretty speckled. So I am kind of leaning towards this, but also this would be so fun. I do also think that I am looking at this, and I do believe that the majority of this probably would be this color with just this speckled in, which would be beautiful. But I don't know. I do know that this test that I just got is also kind of like a summery top, and I need to double check the yardage because maybe one of these would be better for that. I also have a couple other two skeined things. So we will see, we will see. Do you have thoughts? Do you have opinions? Please let me know. Primrose, skateboards and snow cones, or unicorn hideout? We will see. This is being cast on soon, so I gotta decide quickly. But I'm gonna ask a lot of people's opinions, so. And then I'll feel bad about not picking the one that other people want. Another thing I really want to cast on that I keep thinking about, I got yarn for a couple of weeks ago, and I did show it on the podcast, but I got these two skeins of Bamboo Pop. This is gonna be the Jessamade new like racer back top. I can't remember what it's called. A customer came in with one that she had tested for her, and I was so inspired, and she actually got this color to make another one, and I was like, me too, I'm getting that too. So I think it might have been her last two, or maybe there's one more, but I really want to do this soon. So definitely a possibility. Another thing that I keep thinking about, I recently discovered the Creabea knitting podcast by Rebecca. She's also a knitting designer. She has designed many things that I want to make, all of them now. She lives in Edinburgh, and she is wonderful and very sweet. She just recently released the Tolsta tee pattern, and it's another summery tee. It's like a little t-shirt. It's so cute, looks perfect. And within that pattern, she has given you the opportunity to like customize it however you want. So you could add some lace, you could add some color work, you could add some stripes, you could add some texture, edging differences and stuff. I think she's also working on releasing a fingering weight pattern, which is very exciting. So She has shown at least 2 different striped samples that she's made. Maybe she's made in a sample and have made. And I cannot get out of my mind. I've had this yarn since lockdown. This was a lockdown purchase. And I have a ton of this Drops Bell in this olivey green colorway. This would be my main color. And then I would stripe it with this navy. We even. If you are unfamiliar, Bell is 33% viscose, 14% linen, and 53% cotton. So, summary. I love this idea. I think I would wear this so much. I have thoughts about how I want to do my neckline. I already have the pattern. I got it when it was on sale. I just need to cast it on. Like, this yarn is going to be the Tulsa tee. There's no question. It had plans before, but clearly I wasn't feeling them because otherwise I would have done it before. And the Tulsa tee has come about, and it is perfect. So, I really want to cast that on. So badly. If you're unfamiliar with Rebecca of the Crayabea podcast, her patterns, go check them out. They are wonderful and amazing. So many sizes, so many ways to customize it. She is amazing. So, I really want to cast that on. But I must restrain myself because I've got other things I need to do. Like, I also want to do this so bad. Gotta think about it. Gotta think. We also have test knitting to do. I have a new test knit that'll probably go pretty quickly. Very exciting. Anyway, I will ramble if I don't stop this now. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. I hope you've had a wonderful past couple of weeks and you continue to have the next good couple of weeks. My foot has fallen asleep. Gonna try and wake it up. I have all the various social medias. I have yarn store information. Check out the clearance sales while you still can. I have tech editing information. All that jazz. If I have forgotten anything or if you would just like to say hi, please feel free to send me a message on Instagram. I would love to say hello. We have so many crafty plans. Who knows what will happen in the next 2 weeks? I don't. In the next 2 weeks, June will be halfway over. That's crazy. That is crazy. Where is time going? Oh, I do see some more dark, puffy clouds coming in. That is very exciting. I have a lot of laundry to fold. Anyway, thank you for being here. Thank you for being you. You are wonderful. You are enough. Thanks for coming to hang out with me. I need to stop because the laundry keeps buzzing and it's a lot of editing on my part, or extra editing I should say. I have laundry to fold that I need to go do, so thank you so much. Happy knitting, crocheting, whatever you may be doing, and I will see you all next time. Bye!